So here I am commuting to work on a Friday, a beautiful Friday, a gorgeous Friday. Why the heck would I want to pull into my work parking lot and stay there? Responsibilities. Today I'm riding my 2013 Triumph Daytona 675R. It's one of my favorite bikes I've ever owned. Not that I've owned a bunch, right? This is actually one of 3 bikes that I've owned. 4 if you count the project bike that we haven't started working on. My first bike was a Buell XB12 SCG, so a Lightning, one of the lowered versions of the Lightning. And that bike was fantastic for me to learn on. It may not have been the best bike for everyone to learn on, but for me, with the lower seat height, I was able to touch firmly on both sides. I'm a little bit shorter of legged, so the lower bike really helped. It also was very light and had torque for days, so I was able to not worry as much about what gear I was in all the time while I was in traffic and learning how to be safe and those type of things. And with it being light and me able to firmly plant my feet on the ground, there were a couple times that kept me from some of the low speed drops where I was able to muscle the bike back up without dropping it. Not saying when I was learning I didn't drop a bike. I actually dropped that bike 3 times over the 7 years I had it while I was learning. First time was all target fixation. I fixated on the curb as I was trying to pull out of a parking lot, and of course since I was fixated on it I kept getting closer and closer to the curb, and mid-turn and going real slow I grabbed a handful of front brake, which brought the bike right down. Luckily I left my knee underneath the bike and the bike was fine. My knee was pretty banged up though. The second time was a couple years later, and I was pulling out into traffic on a cold morning, or cool morning for some of you, it's sub 40 degrees, and cold tires, cold roads, impatient about pulling out into traffic, and maybe some type of fluid on the road surface that I didn't see, but anyway, pulling out into traffic, making a left-hand turn, and the bike just like ejected out from underneath me. I low-sided. Luckily both me and the bike just slid down the middle lane instead of out into traffic. And then there was one other time that I was pulling through some parking spots, doing a U-turn in a parking spot so I could be facing the right, facing outward instead of having to back out the bike at the end of the day. And as I was swinging to face out of that parking spot, someone else in a truck tried to swing into it because they didn't see me, and I panicked again, grabbed brake, and slowly put the bike to bed. It got sleepy and laid down very, very slowly. So those are the only 3 times I've ever dropped a bike in the 8 years that I've been riding. I also have a 2003 Honda VTX 1800C, so I got some cruiser stuff going on. The project bike I mentioned is a 1978 Yamaha XS 750. We're gonna turn that into a little bit of either a brat bike or a cafe bike. And if you're curious what the difference is, I do have a style guide posted on the website, TheMotorcycleJones.com. I believe there's a link to it right off the main page. You'll see the style guide. If the link's not there, you can go to the top menu and go to featured posts, and it's definitely linked from there. But again, I enjoy motorcycles. This weekend, I'm going to a motorcycle swap meet. Never been to a motorcycle swap meet. Sounds exciting to me. So I'll capture some video of that. I may actually be driving a truck to that instead of riding, because I think my son wants to go along. And as of yet, we haven't gotten him a bike, or hell, he hasn't even got his driver's license yet. But kids are different these days, I guess. All right. Boom, 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 boom. anyone else make motorcycle sounds while they're riding the motorcycle? There's something wrong with me? Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to go to work. I really debated about taking today off since I do have the vacation available to me, but, you know, I've been saving it up so I can have a ton of vacation next year and do some extended rides, and I don't want to kind of break that seal on the vacation I had planned to save. Sort of like when you know, have a $100 bill or a $50 bill, you don't want to break it because you know as soon as you dip into it, it's gone. It's just too easy. Luckily, I only have one conference call on the books today. Other than that, I'll be able to do whatever I want to do at work today. Whenever I see a truck pulling an empty trailer, I think, which motorcycle would I get off Craigslist if I had that trailer and the money? I also think about the Dukes of Hazzard. You know, anytime someone had an empty trailer, they found a way to use it to jump over everything. I don't know. I guess the Dukes of Hazzard's not a popular subject today. Meep. Boom. I need to play with the mic levels. I might have to turn down the mic sensitivity because it's picking up my voice a little bit better than I expected. If you're curious, I'm using the Sena 10C, so it's been fantastic. So great helmet cam coupled with intercom and being able to listen to FM radio and hook up to my phone. It's pretty cool. Alright, pulling into work, guys. Everybody have a wonderful Friday.